What's going on, man?
No, I'm just fucking hanging out like a nipple on the red carpet. Damn, I don't know where to start.
How about we start with, like, Caligreen2Fresh? He just put out a pretty cool annual 420 mixtape, and he's already announced that he's putting together a CarnivalSpirits mixtape. So we never gave up on the idea, you know? It just didn't happen when we said it was going to happen. And but it's really happening this time. So get excited.
Before we switch over, what kind of mixtape is it going to be? Like CarnivalSpirits rapping or people from CarnivalSpirits? Like, what is it?
It's going to be a bunch of artists that submit music, and it's also going to be music from CarnivalSpirits members. Caligreen2Fresh makes music. You guys should check out Drink Mix. That's pretty cool. They got one full mixtape out right now. And he's done a lot of projects before that, but Drink Mix is what he's most recently put out besides this 420 mixtape, which you should also check out because he does a lot of production on that. I don't produce, but I do rap, so I'm going to definitely lay down some tracks. And if you guys don't remember, I did that snippet of When I Get to Shangri-La, and I'm pretty sure I said I was going to do a remake of that track for the mixtape. I do plan on doing that. But there's other things that we could do. We haven't talked to everybody yet, but we want to get everybody on CarnivalSpirits on the mixtape, either in some just some audio drops or maybe some skits, maybe some snippets from Hangouts, which ironically is a good segue into the next topic.
Basically, what's going to be happening is we're going to take moments from each hangout, and they could be funny, it could be making a good point, it may be some awkward moments. And I don't know if we're supposed to be revealing this, but I think the first part that we're going to do is everybody all together, right? Like one big video, and then do separate ones. One for Chaos, one for you, one for Cali Green and DC and everybody.
Scotty.
But it's definitely going to take time because obviously you're probably going to be the only one that's working on it.
Even if that's the case, don't you guys worry. I'm on it. And we're not even just talking about videos that already exist. And if you don't know how to access playlists on YouTube, just educate yourself real quick to check out our profile. But all the playlists are pretty well organized, and the G+ Hangouts are archived right there for all to see. It doesn't get any easier than that. But we're going to keep adding to that playlist with different shows. There's nothing to give away because right now you guys know how we roll. Shows have different names and they're usually pretty damn similar. We're just talking, but some of these shows might have a little bit of a different spin to them. The Yellow Brick Alleyway, anything goes. Maybe that's what I'm used to. DonChaos has got the Chaos Hour or the Chaos Corner, whatever kind of chaos show that he's going to do. And that dude never fails to surprise me, for real.
that late night podcast was still one of the funniest ones that he was definitely funny that night.
Absolutely. A lot of that's going to end up on his highlight reel, for real.
But the playlists are actually easy to access. All you have to do is just click on, CarnivalSpirits, the main screen from YouTube, and just go down.
Oh, the next new show that we really haven't done yet, but it's coming soon, is my show, which is going to be called Awesome O'Clock. I think the name says it all. So if you guys tune in to Awesome O'Clock, it's going to be fucking awesome. Some people will be thrilled to know that we're going to bring back and complete intense series that we started and then kind of dropped midway through, and that is the Mighty Death Popcast.
And I think the last one was Hater to Death, right?
Correct. So we'll come back with that one, and then we'll finish all the other songs.
I think it's going to be cool to watch when it's all done, because going from blog TV and then midway, switching to video.
Yeah, and I guess that's kind of
The progression or something.
Point is that we're coming back with the Mighty Death Podcast, but we're doing it through the Google Plus Hangouts, at least while it's still available and net neutrality isn't fucked.
Oh, I know.
And we will continue to do it. That's all I can say. If not, we'll go back to Blog Talk Radio and we'll finish it up old school. If we fucking have to.
Hopefully not, though.
Yep. Don't really need Google Plus to do the war videos, but you guys should be on the lookout for the first war video. Will be dropping soon, and that's the Twisted for the Fam Volume 2 review. There's more than a half a dozen ninjas all reviewing Twisted's newest mixtape. Has so many fucking cool things to mention, so it'll be interesting to see what all everybody felt was worth mentioning. There's a lot to talk about, and to see if everybody covered it and what angles they approached it at. That's about all I think I want to reveal. Do you think anybody cares that the top 17 videos might be returning?
Some people. Probably not all.
I got a new series idea for a Juggalo stash reveal, like kind of like an unboxing video, but not unboxing anything that was mailed to me. I'm talking about unboxing something that I have in my collection, and it's more of a nostalgia trigger, something that I can show you guys and be like, this right here reminds me of this good time, and almost use it as a prop to cover some of the landmark experiences I've had, in my adventures of being a juggalo. A lot of the mementos that I keep are because of the nostalgia factor, and I really do thank God for the good old days, you know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't got too much shit like that, but I'm pretty sure I got something somewhere I could add to it.
Yeah, Panic's got his drawers from like an ICP show, and they're still wet with the Fago stains and
still wet.
Maybe even some streaks.
Always. Another podcast or hangout, whatever you want to call it, that we're thinking about doing is, and we talked about this in the last one with CPN, how we're going to have a few people from CarnivalSpirits and then have like a fellow Juggalo YouTuber in the conversation.
There's no lack of conversation points. There's so many things that have happened in recent years, and even when you're talking to someone who juggalos that have been down for different amounts of time, like different era juggalos, that's where it's kind of like there's never an end. There's always something to talk about because someone already feels how they feel about being a juggalo. And right now, there's some things happening, and we all follow the events. So there's new music being put out. There's new tours coming out. There's always something around the corner that we're excited for. Right now, for me, it's Dark Lotus. And I'm getting so excited and antsy to finally hear what the fuck this is going to sound like. And straight the fuck up, man. Like, there's other things coming out, right? Boondocks has something coming out. ABK has something coming out.
That's what I was about to say.
Label and their shit's coming out like next year. So,
as crazy as it sounds, this is probably going to be my first Boondocks album that I'm going to buy. I mean, it sounds good. That one song sounded really good.
What, the title track, Abaddon?
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty dark album.
Well, from what I understand here, Abaddon is like another name for, the devil, right?
Oh, yeah, there's many names.
I like that, though. It's a character. It almost reminds me of like a Joker's card, like you got the Wraith, which is just another name for the Reaper, or You know, everybody's got a name, but Boondocks is tapped into some dark places. You know, he's bringing some wicked shit to the table. Whether or not you like him, you can't deny that he's keeping it wicked with this one, huh?
I think what might have happened is whenever he left Psychopathic, he thought it was going to be amazing, and I think it turned out to be the opposite. And it probably turned out to not be so good of a moment in his life, and maybe that's what prompted this album.
I don't know. Whatever it was, I'll listen to it first in its entirety, and then decide whether or not I'm going to buy it.
I think I'm going to pull the trigger and just probably go ahead and buy it and hope that it's good.
Mm-hmm.
If I got the money.
A lot of ifs. But I actually will probably pick it up too. I think supporting is an important thing to do, and right now, let's be honest, you know, Twisted leaving Psychopathic takes away a huge amount of profit for Psychopathic. You know, having Twisted on the label has got to have been a very profitable thing in the past 10 years. Just saying. So Twisted's on their own, keeping their profits, you know, and investing in themselves and, you know, running their own operation. And now Psychopathic's roster is a little bit less powerful. You know, I mean, albeit here we are about to hear a new Lotus album, so, you know, fuck labels and fuck restrictions. ICP's doing an album with the Mafia 6. There's no Hatchet Man being, you know, put on the Mafia 6. This is like real hip-hop collaboration. Like, we don't need to be on the same label to make music for the fan. And that's a nice grown-up way to look at it. And anyone who's butthurt about any factor involvement, you know, the way that these guys are doing their business, grow the fuck up. There's bigger problems at hand, you know. We got a lawsuit with the FBI, and, you know, we're trying. I mean, it's still baffling to me that that dick move was made, and that, you know, it's taking so long for the wrongs to be righted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got problems. I mean, we're being censored unknowingly on our channel. We can no longer say certain things. But anyways, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Gangsters can be serial killers too, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody who feels rejected and then gets cast away, and it's like that song on Hell's Pit, right? Truly alone. They say a man can only be alone for so long before the man's mind is gone.
Oh, yeah. I think we've all been there.
I mean, let's just say that Led Zeppelin song, you know, fucking Robert Plant, Jimmy Page. Took me long till I found out what people mean by down and out. When I
was at work last night waiting to get out, I read this little article, and I can't go too deep into it because it's like scientific and I'm not that goddamn smart, but they think that they've been able to diagnose depression through blood work. Something in the blood, whenever you have depression, lowers or raises something inside the blood, and they think they're close to like diagnosing depression through certain types of depression, like real severe depression.
The street version of that is called heroin, right?
Pretty much.
Just kidding. Well, shit, yeah. Unless you got anything else for the channel, any breaking news, I'd say we should wrap this show up.
Not that I could think of.
All right, that's good shit. I'll stop this broadcast in 3, 4, 2,